Hello everyone. Good afternoon. How are you all? Hope all of you would be fine. तो आज का हमारा जो सेमिनार है, today's our seminar is about writing skills. Now, why we need this seminar? Why we need this kind of workshop? That is because while you write any essays or memos or even the answers, right? So that creates like you do not have a proper way of writing. Not with everyone, might be someone. Okay, so that includes like you will be getting many of the glimpses from this workshop. Okay, so first of all, I wanted to tell you that all of you are doing very well, right? But today what we are going to get is an extra information which will be helpful to you. So I request everyone to sit with a paper and a pen and note down the important points. Okay, so let me start with what are my views on the same. Okay, see, as you can see, we are going to start with the writing skills. First of all, my topic would be what are the five essential keys of effective writing. The first one would be put the reader first. Now, why do we write? Right? We do write because we are showing it to someone, right? So whosoever our readers are, we need to put them first. What does that mean? That first of all we need to see who will be reading whatever we are writing. So if it is a teacher, you need to write like that. If you are writing to any of the other person, for example, if you are writing a formal letter, your language should be that much formal. If you are writing a memo or an advertisement, your words should be precise, right? So you have to put your readers first. Next is use simple words and short sentences. Now, whenever you are conversing something, you are writing something, right? So your words should not be that which your reader cannot understand, right? So your words should be very much simple, and your sentences should not go on elaborating. Even a small thing you should not be repeating, right? Now use jargons only when necessary. Now jargon that I will be explaining in detail when we are coming to that slide. Write with verbs and nouns. Very important, right? Whenever we are writing, we generally make this kind of mistakes. Format to improve readability. Now, whenever you are writing an essay, right? So what do? We just keep on writing, keep on writing. What your teachers always suggest is first of all to prepare a rough draft. Whichever points you want to include, you can include in that rough draft, and after that finalize. After that, write a final draft. Okay. Now going with the first point, that is put the readers first. What does that mean? What is communication? Communication is the understanding. If I want to convey a message to you, and if I speak in another language, for example Hebrew, would you all be able to know what I want to suggest or what I want to speak? No, right? So communication is equally important as understanding. Now we are writing to express, right? Whatever we feel, we have to express that. We do not have to impress the other person, right? So our choice of words should be similar. Use words readers can picture. If you are using a very much high vocabulary in front of a third grade kid, right? You are writing a beautiful essay. Your essay is marvelous, but your reader is a third standard kid. Would he able to relate? Nahi, right? So what you need to do is you have to use such words which the reader can imagine. For example, if I say that I'll be conducting a workshop on writing skills, obviously you all would be like imagining the writing skills like workshop hai. But if I speak it in another well-versed codes, right? So that would not be understandable to you. Now tie it into the reader's experience. If we know who our reader is, right? For example, as I said, it is a third standard kid. So what would be his experiences, right? Playing and small other little petty experiences which he is having. So what we need to do is first of all we need to look what are the reader's experiences, and we have to write in that manner. What is in it for me? मेरे लिए उसमें क्या है? When we are writing for an like when we are writing for an examination, right? तो मेरे लिए उसमें क्या है? The most important thing is math, right? If you are writing in such a way that teacher is not able to understand, you will not be getting marks. All right. So you always have to think कि उसमें whatever I am writing मेरे लिए उसमें क्या है. Okay. Now going to the next point, that is use simple words and short sentences. Now this mainly focuses on advertisements, formal letters, all right, and some memos kind of things, right? So if I have given you two examples, the first word, like three examples, the first sentence usi ke hai. See, per our conversation I am enclosing here with a remittance of $25 for the balance due on my account. Very a language, these words which a common man is not able to understand that highly. Now coming to the second, the sentence means the same. So first has second sentence it means the same. What it is, as we discussed, here is $25 remaining on my account. Now coming to third sentence, uska bhi same meaning hai, but you see the selection of the words. Here is $25 remaining on my account. Simple, right? And ये समझ में भी आ जाता है. If anyone, कोई भी दूसरा कोई भी read कर रहा है, they are able to understand this, which is the last sentence. Okay? So what you are getting is simple words you need to use, unless you are writing an essay. Okay? Unless you are a very good literature literature student and you are creating a poetry or a novel, till then use simple words. All right? Next, avoid wordy prepositional phrases. This is basically again going with the advertisements and notices and all such के लिए. But when you are writing an essay, you can reverse it out. For example, अगर आप for लिख रहे हो when we are writing an essay, so we can also use this prepositional phrase in the amount of. To we can also use as in order to. These are the various examples, right? You can go through it. This would help you to enhance your language. Now, prepositional phrases also, whenever we are communicating, right, they give a great effect. Next, what it is use jargon only when necessary. Now, what is a jargon? Jargon is a technical language. For example, if I am a mechanical engineer, right, and your vehicle is not working properly and you are coming to me, and if I'm explaining you it in a mechanical term, obviously none of you would be understanding. Why? Because that is a very high level. It is just me. क्योंकि मैंने जो पढ़ा है, those terms are mechanical. I cannot explain you that way. Right? Here also I have given you one example. While the new ST7000 provides extensive memory and is extremely user compatible, it lacks the requisite capacity for calculating at a higher rate of speed. अभी ये कंप्यूटर सिस्टम के बारे में, इसमें किसी को भी कुछ समझ में आया? No, right? When you go to the second sentence, the same. Our computer system is easy to use and has enough memory, but it is too slow. समझ में आ गया? Right? Now, while the new ST7000 provides extensive memory, मतलब इसके पास क्या, हमारा जो कंप्यूटर सिस्टम है उसके पास बहुत मेमोरी है, इनफ मेमोरी है, and it is extremely user compatible, मतलब easy to use. Simple words, user compatible को हमने क्या कर दिया, easy to use, right? But it is too slow. उसमें यहाँ पे क्या सेंटेंस दिया है, it lacks the requisite capacity for calculating at a higher rate of speed. Two unnecessary words, right? बहुत ज़्यादा unnecessary words है in the first sentence. And even we do not understand. So what we need to do is only and only whenever it is necessary, right? That time only we need to use the technical words which are known as jargons. Now, when we move ahead, right? Write with verbs and nouns. Now, this is very much important. Write with verbs and nouns. This practically means that whenever we are writing, it should always be in active voice. Now, we all know what are active voices and passive voice, right? Active voice has this format of SVO, that is subject, verb and object. While in passive voice, the format reverse, that is object, verb and subject. But we have to add by, right? Object, verb, by subject, right? So it becomes too unnecessary. These words becomes too unnecessary. For I have given the two examples also. You can see the company sells insurance. Very simple sentence, right? इसमें हमें किसी को कुछ समझाने की जरूरत नहीं है. It does not become even too lengthy, right? Well, if we are writing insurance is sold by the company, this does not even, like, we don't feel also like speaking like this. Since our childhood we are accustomed with speaking generally in active voice, and we use just passive voice whenever it is necessary, not always, right? Next sentence is, you can see, the construction crew repaired the road. We speak like this. We do not write that the road was repaired by the construction company, right? All right. Now, going up, choose the right verb and the right noun. Very important. Whenever we are writing something, okay, we have to always select what suits the sentence. यहाँ पे भी also I've given you two sentences. You can clearly see the difference. They mean the same. Mr. John ran quickly. Abhi ran quickly across the 4-lane street, almost falling down when he stepped in a large hole in the concrete. Good. Sentence lamba hai. Good. But if we replace ran quickly to sprinted, sprinted means the same. It means ran quickly, right? So here we are using the words, the nouns or the verbs specifically, which suits the sentences, right? So Mr. John sprinted across the 4-lane street का एक अलग ही word कर दिया, right? Almost falling का stumbling कर दिया. When he stepped in a large hole in the concrete. Now, this large hole in a concrete becomes a pothole, right? But what is necessary over here is our knowledge of the increase either by reading or consulting the dictionary. Okay, these are only the two ways of enhancing our vocabulary. Now, coming to the next thing. Format document to improve readability. Now, formatting a document to improve readability. That means what? Whatever we are writing, we should be writing it in such a way that gets impressed by it. See, for example, if you are looking at my PPT, right? I am not included. मैं जो भी बोल रही हूँ उसके अंदर वो नहीं लिखा है. right? उसके ऊपर क्या लिखा है? Whatever is necessary. Just the small glimpse from which I will be getting an idea कि मुझे क्या बोलना है. Moreover, I have divided into bullet points, right? मैंने bullet points use किए हैं. So what does that show? That shows that I like it. जो भी मेरे reader है, just with the few words, if they are getting a whole idea. For example, use lists, bullets, charts, tables, indents, italics, bolds, headings and subheadings. Okay, मैंने already मेरी presentation में ये किया है. मैं इतना लिख रही हूँ, उसके ऊपर से आपको पता चल ही जा रहा है कि हमें इतनी चीजें यूज करनी. उसके लिए मुझे मैं जो भी बोल रही हूँ वो मुझे सब टाइप करने की जरूरत नहीं है, right? Whatever I am speaking while you are presenting, okay, you have to be very much compromising towards that. Okay, आपको वो बहुत ध्यान रखना है कि आप क्या लिख रहे हो. As I already am mentioning since the first slide, your vocabulary, your choosing of your words is very much important. Now, the 100-word rule. This is very much important whenever you are writing a notice or you are writing a memo or something. 100-word rule की मतलब क्या है? If there is an important thing, if it is fitted within 100 words, right? So it is the best thing. Okay. So 100-word rule is such कि कोई एक बहुत बड़ा, for example, if I say it is a comprehension, उसको summarize करना है 100 words में we can easily do it, right? So for the same also as I am saying already, what it is necessary? Our knowledge of words, right? Now, coming to next, plan, organize and write. This is very, very important for all of you, right? Even while writing, even while speaking, okay? Whatever we are writing, first of all, we have to look कि हमारे audience क्या है, who are our readers, who are our listeners. राइट? मैं कोई भी ऐसे आके ऐसे ही बोल 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 करने लगूं, दैट इज नॉट इम्पैक्टफुल. What is impactful is, first of all, we should be knowing our audience. I know my audience. Who are they? 6th and 8th standard kids, right? So I'll be using such words. I'll be using that terms. I'll be explaining in that manner, right? If my students would be of first, second, third, I'll be using that language, simple words, right? सो दैट इज वेरी मच नेसेसरी. अगर मैं कुछ बोल भी रही हूँ, अगर मैं कुछ लिख रही हूँ, राइट, तो मुझे पहले पता होना चाहिए कि मेरी ऑडियंस कौन है. Now the purpose of message. My purpose of this message is very much clear, to enhance your writing skills. Now whenever you are writing, for example, if you are writing any essay on any topic, तो आपका purpose क्या होना चाहिए? For example, if I give you a topic to write a formal letter on drug abuse, right? So आपकी ऑडियंस फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कौन होगी? यू आर राइटिंग अ फॉर्मल लेटर टू द एडिटर, तो आपका ऑडियंस होगा द एडिटर. नाउ वी नो द एडिटर्स माइंडसेट, the editor's knowledge, so we can write it accordingly. Now purpose of the message, now in that letter, what would be the purpose of your message? It would be that have you, like, what are the things which you are facing, why are you writing this letter? कि ड्रग्स वी आर शोकेसिंग देम कि अभी ये बहुत हो रहा है इन आवर कंट्री. वी आर इवन आस्किंग देम टू write an article so that it has impact on people's mind, whosoever is reading that article. We do even mention the adverse effects, so that is my purpose, to enlighten. Okay, so first of all, whenever we write or whenever we speak, it's not just for writing, the speaking also the same, right? So first of all, we need to know who our audience is. Second is, why are we writing or why are we speaking, what is the purpose? And the third, how will the reader use the information? For example, if I am conducting this workshop, तो मुझे पता होगा कि how will you be using this information? How? By like developing these all things in your writing work, right? As I gave you the example of that letter, so how will the reader use the information? Reader किस लिए information use करेगा? Whatever you are writing, it would be because of their improvement. It would either be for their, like, what I would be saying is ki they should be enlightened ki what are the adverse effects few people don't know only and still they consume, right? So that is the thing. While we are writing, these 3 points you need to have the utmost care. Moving forward, whenever you begin writing, okay, whenever you start writing, assemble all the useful information. As all the teachers every time tell you, for writing the essays, अगर आप essays लिख रहे हो तो पहले आपके पास सारी ड्राफ्ट, एक रफ ड्राफ्ट होना चाहिए. Wherever you are writing all the information which you will be having it in the essay. Next, determine what's important. आपने सब एक लिस्ट आउट कर लिया, पर सब कुछ तो नहीं लिखना है ना. Some things would be useless, so we have to know, we have to choose what is important. Choose what to leave out. ऐसा भी हमें choose करना है कि इतना इतना लिखा है. For example, I have written 10 points. So these 7 are important, while these 3 are not that much important. So I can leave it out. Group information logically. Now, whenever we are writing, तो एक logical sequence होनी चाहिए. For example, अब अगर आप question answers लिख रहे हो, right? तो ऐसा नहीं लिख सकते कि पहले ट्रेन का एक्सीडेंट हो गया, बाद में ट्रेन चली, right? The logical sequence is that first of all the train has departed and then it met with an accident. Okay, so whatever you are writing, your information should be logically based. Next, there are 4 ways to organize. Now for organizing, as I said कि हमें इतना organize करना पड़ेगा, तो कौन से way है? Division, compare or contrast, cause and effect relation, and problem analysis solution. We'll be looking at each in deeper sense. Okay, first, division. Divide हम कैसे करेंगे? तो first of all we'll be having the main idea. First introductory paragraph में हमारा main idea होगा and then discuss the parts. Main idea के अंदर कौन से parts आएंगे? For example, अभी आप देख सकते हो कि main idea यहाँ पे क्या था? Just a minute. यहाँ पे मेन आइडिया क्या था? मेन आइडिया वाज द 4 ways टू ऑर्गेनाइज. ओके, तो मैंने पहले ये 4 ways टू ऑर्गेनाइज, दैट इज माय मेन आइडिया. उसके अंदर भी मैंने डिवीजन की, यू सी, डिवीजन, कंपेयर कॉन्ट्रास्ट, कॉज इफेक्ट, प्रॉब्लम एनालिसिस, दैट लाइक दैट। सी आपके सामने ये एग्जांपल है, ऐसे करना है, राइट? Now, this is an example. ACME Corporation faces 4 problems that threatens its competitiveness. ऐसे 4 problems है, तो कौन कौन से 4 problems है? That we have listed out. तो we have divided. एक साथ एक ही पैराग्राफ में सब नहीं लिखना है. पहला पॉइंट ये है आउटडेटेड मार्केटिंग प्लान. सेकेंड पॉइंट है पुअर सर्विस रिकॉर्ड. तो उसके अंदर अंदर we can write that information, right? फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैंने अभी आपको दिखा है, पहले मैंने डिवीजन लिखा, कॉज इफेक्ट लिखा. अभी डिवीजन के अंदर क्या है वो बाद में आया. ऑलराइट, नेक्स्ट कंपेयर कॉन्ट्रास्ट. ना कंपेयर एंड कॉन्ट्रास्ट, कंपेयर मतलब दो चीजों को कंपेयर करना, कॉन्ट्रास्ट मतलब विच आर ऑपोजिट टू ईच अदर. तो हमें व्हेनेवर वी आर राइटिंग, हमें ऐसी चीजें, ऐसे एग्जांपल्स पुट करने हैं विच आर सिमिलर, विच आर अलाइक. ओके, सो यूज फैमिलियर टू एक्सप्लेन अनफैमिलियर. जो चीजें हमें पता ही नहीं है, which is completely unfamiliar, हमें मतलब आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट रीडर. whatever you are writing, if you feel कि रीडर को इसके बारे में कुछ पता ही नहीं होगा, तो आपको क्या करना है, तो ऐसी फेमिलियर चीजें लानी है, जिससे ऐसी ऐसी चीजें आपको लिखनी है जिससे दैट पर्सन गेट्स एन एग्जैक्ट आइडिया ऑफ व्हाट यू आर टॉकिंग. पुट द कंक्लूजन अप फ्रंट. अभी लास्ट में कंक्लूड करना है, लाइक व्हाई यू आर यूजिंग दीज ऑल थिंग्स टू एक्सप्लेन दिस थिंग्स. ओके, for example, if we expand in the west, we will face some challenges as we did expanding in the south. क्या बोल रहे हैं कि अगर हम वेस्ट में एक्सपैंड कर रहे हैं तो ना भी वो तो एक्सपैंडिंग इज कंप्लीटली अनफेमिलियर थिंग, अभी किया नहीं है, वी आर डिसाइडिंग, राइट? तो क्या होगा कि हमें वही प्रॉब्लम्स फेस करनी पड़ेगी जो हमें साउथ में एक्सपैंड करते टाइम फेस करनी पड़ेगी. व्हाट वर द प्रॉब्लम्स? दीज आर द लिस्ट. ओके, दीज आर द कंक्लूजन. हमें ये सब चीजें पता चली तो उसका ये कंक्लूजन. ऑलराइट, थर्ड, प्रॉब्लम एनालिसिस सॉल्यूशन. पहले हमें प्रॉब्लम फाइंड करना है, उसका एनालाइज करना है एंड उसका सॉल्यूशन क्या आएगा वो. दिस सिंपली मींस recommendations. Okay, for example, okay, if there is an essay, okay, मैंने ऐसा बोला है, for example I had given already लेटर के बारे में मैंने बोला था, ऑफ ड्रग अब्यूज, राइट? तो उसके प्रॉब्लम्स क्या है कि दीज आर द एडवर्स इफेक्ट्स. देन वी हैव टू एनालाइज कि कैसे हम ये बंद कर सकते हैं, एंड देन वी हैव टू गिव द सॉल्यूशंस. ओके, फॉर एग्जांपल ऐसी ऐसी चीजें होगी, आपके एसे में आएगा, आपके लेटर्स में आएगा, राइट? सो यू हैव टू फर्स्ट लिस्ट आउट द प्रॉब्लम्स, दैट दीज आर द प्रॉब्लम्स, फिर उसके सॉल्यूशंस भी लिस्ट आउट करने पड़ेंगे, राइट? नाउ नेक्स्ट इज कॉज इफेक्ट. दिस सिंपली, अगर ये होगा तो ऐसा हो सकता है, अगर दिस इज द कॉज तो दीज आर इट्स इफेक्ट्स. ओके, हमें क्लियर एनालिसिस देना है, हमें क्लियर बताना है, अगर हमारे रेट में ड्रग्स कंजम्पशन इतनी रेट से बढ़ रहा है तो इसके इफेक्ट्स ये है, शॉर्ट लॉन्जेटिविटी, राइट, अनहेल्दी कंडीशंस, ये सारे उसके इफेक्ट्स हैं. तो this is what cause and effect is. So if you are having any such topic, तो आपको cause भी बताना है, आपको इसके effects भी बताना है. Okay, now coming to develop an outline, very important. While you are writing, तो आपको क्या करना है, जो easiest part है उसको पहले लिखना है, then develop major sections one at a time, means paragraphing. You have to write your essay or your letter into various paragraphs or even your answer. For example, अगर फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ में मैं ये ले रही हूँ कि हमारे कंट्री में इतना इतना है, तो वो फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ में ही आएगा, सेकंड पैराग्राफ में वो कंटिन्यू नहीं होगा. सेकंड पैराग्राफ में क्या आएगा कि व्हाई, क्यों वो इतना है. थर्ड पैराग्राफ में ये आएगा कि व्हाट वी कैन डू, राइट? सो इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ द मेन आइडियाज. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हमें क्या करना है, हमारा जो मेन आइडिया है उसको इंट्रोड्यूस करना है. मेन पॉइंट इन द फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ, दैट वी ऑल नो, बचपन से हम यही कर रहे हैं ऐसे में, कि मेन जिस्ट जो है हमारा ऐसे का पूरा सिनॉप्सिस, पूरी समरी आएगी इन द फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ. एंड द लास्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, टर्न ऑफ योर इंटरनल एडिटर. हमारा हम जो खुद सोचते हैं कि आई थिंक दिस विल हैपन, आई थिंक, जब तक हमें ऐसा क्वेश्चंस नहीं आते हैं, राइट, विच आर इमेजिनरी, जब तक हमें ऐसे क्वेश्चंस नहीं आते जिसको हम इमेजिन करके लिख सकते हैं, तब तक हमें हमारे एडिटर को यूज नहीं करना है, तब तक वी हैव टू गिव द इंफॉर्मेशन, राइट? नेक्स्ट, एडिटिंग, अगेन रीराइट ना। एडिटिंग में क्या होगा, हम जो भी लिखते हैं, राइट, उसका 90% होता है वो ऑलवेज 90% हम जो लिखते हैं वो रीराइटिंग या एडिटिंग ही होता है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई हैव डिसाइडेड कि आई विल बी राइटिंग के दिस लाइक इस मंथ में ऐसा हुआ, मार्च में, फेब्रुआरी में ऐसा हुआ, मार्च में ऐसा हुआ, अप्रैल में ऐसा हुआ, देन आई रियलाइज कि जनवरी मंथ की इंफॉर्मेशन देने की तो कोई जरूरत ही नहीं है, देन आई अगेन एडिट इट, राइट, फेब्रुआरी मार्च अप्रैल की इंफॉर्मेशन, राइट। नाउ व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हमने हमारा फर्स्ट ड्राफ्ट प्रिपेयर कर लिया, रफ ड्राफ्ट, ओके। उसको थोड़ी देर उसके ऊपर सोचो, रन अ फॉक टेस्ट, मतलब उसके ऊपर सोचो। एम टू कट फर्स्ट ड्राफ्ट बाय एटलीस्ट 10%। जितना हमने फर्स्ट रफ ड्राफ्ट में लिखा है उसको एटलीस्ट 10% कट करो। हाँ, ऐसा नहीं कि ये सेंटेंस नहीं लिखना है, जैसे अर्लियर आई एक्सप्लेन कि यूज प्रॉपर नाउन्स एंड प्रॉपर वर्ब्स, ओके, इंस्टेड ऑफ इतना बड़ा बड़ा लिखने से ज्यादा अच्छा है कि हमारे पास उसके लिए और एक बहुत अच्छा वर्ड हो, वी कैन बी यूजिंग इट, राइट? अंडरस्टूड एवरीवन? दिस वाज इट. Now, if any one of you have any doubt regarding anything, you can let me know through the comment box. Anyone is having any doubts, you can let me know through the comment box. Okay, then I hope everything is clear. I also hope that you will be following all the instructions which I have given you, and I'll also be sharing this PPT with you. All right, so I hope all the instructions would be clear and you would be following, and in your next examination, I should be able to see the main gist, or rather, let me say, this all effects. Okay, next, in the next examination, I want you to write in the way which I have taught you. Okay, fine everyone, bye and thank you for listening.